I have done something that I've never done before, and I feel like empowered ass bitch boss right now because I left a first date in the middle of a meal, in the middle of a second glass of wine, because he was being a little ass problematic mother. And I literally said, hey, I'm straight up not having a good time right now. You are really pretentious, and I'm gonna go. And I got my purse, I got my jacket, and I left.
You know, or 30, that means I need to be married by like 26, 25. But if I want to be dating for like 2 years, that puts me back to 23. But if I want to meet the person first, start a friendship, and then go into dating, that needs to take a year. So that brings me back to 22. And then if I wanted to have some early years where I'm single, living it up, that brings me back a couple years there. So basically I needed to have met my future husband yesterday. Great. That's great. All right, we're not going to plan, so.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And on today's episode, guys, we are going to be taking a look at 30-plus-year-old women who are still struggling to find their Prince Charming, okay? A lot of these women, guys, they want to get married, they want to settle down with a nice man who's going to have a family with them, and they can't seem to find a quote-unquote good man anymore. This first woman here complaining about her date, the second woman here, you know, complaining about the fact that she has to get married in a reasonable amount of time, and she can't, you know, belong to the streets, as it were, up until she's 30 and expect a guy to commit to her. But guys, we're going to be taking a look at 30-plus-year-old women struggling to find their Prince Charming. Guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to come and join us over on Locals for free, guys. We are going to be posting videos over there that are no longer available on YouTube for supporters and non-supporters, so make sure that you come and join us over there. Guys, that is where we will be if YouTube decides to ban us. And without further ado, let's take a listen to what some of these psychotic women have to tell us.
I have done something that I've never done before, and I feel like empowered ass bitch boss right now because
Can't possibly imagine why this woman is still single, by the way. You know, referring to herself and jumping on TikTok to explain her dating woes. It's just astounding, guys. Like, I don't know possibly why this woman could still be single.
I left a first date in the middle of a meal, in the middle of a second glass of wine, because
what do you want, like a medal? Okay, guys, and I find it a struggle to believe. Okay, maybe she's right, maybe the dude was a problem, maybe he was, you know, an awful guy to be around, but I'm always inclined not to favor the individual who takes to TikTok to complain about their dating life. I always assume that's the crazy person, and the person who's not posting on TikTok about their dating life is probably a few degrees more sane and not actually the problem. But that's just my hunch.
he was being a little ass problematic mother. And I literally said, hey, I'm straight up not having a good time right now. You are really pretentious, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, so the dude is pretentious, right? And again, hey, maybe the dude's a complete a-hole, I don't know. But we're claiming the dude is pretentious, yet we're sitting here on TikTok sharing our dating life to strangers with, you know, a whole bunch of makeup on, in all likelihood a filter on, we've got fake nails on. Like, and you want to sit here and you want to say the man is pretentious? Like, come on, let's have a look at ourselves here. And guys, like, not 30 seconds into this video, okay, this woman has dropped so many cuss bombs, man. My poor editor had to, like, bleep out most of those. And guys, these are girls who, like, they expect traditional treatment from men, and yet they can't even stop cussing for 25 seconds. It's craziness.
And I got my purse, I got my jacket, and I left.
You know when you first meet your husband and you literally laugh at anything he says, like he could say the dumbest shit and you will fall off your chair at the restaurant laughing. And then you're 7 years in, married, and you just look at him like, what the hell is inside your brain? Like, what is your brain made of? He left tissue inside one of the trouser pockets and put it in the wash, and now all of the laundry is covered in fluff. And his suggestion was, we'll just sellotape it. We'll just sellotape, lift the fluff off. Also, that was in response to me saying, this fluff is not coming off. This is such a long job. And he decides, like, to say so.
I'm just going to mute this until she finishes talking. But my response to clips like this is nobody cares. Keep your dating woes to yourself. It amazes me, guys, like, you'll have girls say, like, why don't men open up to us? Why don't men communicate with us? Why are men not willing to be vulnerable? And then you have girls like this who will literally just jump on TikTok ranting about even the most small things that nobody cares about at all. And then they wonder why, like, dudes don't want to date them. Imagine when serious things come along, guys. Do you think that women like this are not posting all of that crap online trying to get sympathy from strangers? They absolutely are. Let's go to the next clip here. What's this one?
Here's something I think a lot of women need to hear from time to time. If a guy is constantly telling you and reminding you or coming up with ways to explain to you what a great guy they are, run. Run. Good people don't try to convince people that they're good. They're just good. They don't need to do any convincing. Their actions speak louder than words. So if a guy is sitting there trying to convince you that he's a good guy, run. I should have.
You know, guys, for once, over like the many episodes that I've done on TikToks like this, I actually agree with this woman in the clip. Okay? Because I actually say this quite a lot on the channel as well, guys. A lot of women will jump on here and they'll say, well, I'm such a good person. I'm so empathetic. I'm so caring. I'm a fantastic person. Meanwhile, they can't keep around a man, okay? But they say all these things, and my point is always that, well, you know, good people, in my opinion, guys, don't need to sit there and tell you that they're good. So I actually agree with this woman. The funny part about clips like this, guys, though, is these girls who are like 30 plus, they treat it as though it's some sort of like sacred knowledge that is just like, these girls, they date dudes for like literally over a decade who say the same crap, and then they get to 30 plus years of age and they're like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that these guys are not good guys even if they say that they are? It's like, no, obviously not. It's crazy. Jump into this next clip here. I believe this was the woman who was saying that she needs to get married earlier than she would like, or her timeline is not adding up. Let's take a listen.
If I want to have 2 kids, at least 2 kids, before 30, then it means I need to be married by like 26, 25. But if I want to be dating for like 2 years, that puts me back to 23. But if I want to meet the person first, start a friendship, and then go into dating, that needs to take a year. So that brings me back to 22. And then if I wanted to have some early years where I'm single, living it up, that brings me back a couple years there. So basically,
it always crosses my mind, guys, that, like, you know, you'll see girls who they'll say, well, I want to have a few years and live it up and do whatever the hell I want. And then they expect men to marry them after the fact. Like, I can only assume that the men who are marrying these women are either A, tricked into doing so, B, incredibly naive, or C, lack respect, or D, a combination of all of the above. Okay, because, like, guys, I don't see any sense in making a woman your wife who needs dedicated years of her life to have casual bedroom fun with random men that she meets on dating applications. And guys, like, girls will try and downplay this and say, oh, well, you know, I made him FaceTime me twice before I met up with him. I kid you not, guys. There was a clip very similar to that I saw recently, and they're like, well, you know, I made him pay for like one date before I gave it up, and that makes me a lady. And first of all, no, it doesn't. Second of all, that doesn't explain all the times when you didn't require that. And also, it's just, guys, it's just crazy to me how like these girls view marriage. They don't respect marriage at all. They don't respect what men might value in the relationship, and they treat it like, essentially, guys, like a piece of homework, in my opinion. I've said this before, but do you guys remember back in school, okay? You would always have those people that they always hand in, they know the homework is due for like 25 weeks, okay? But then you'll have those people who will like hand it in right at the very last second, do it on the last day, okay? Which, you know, hey, if you do that, whatever. But these girls treat marriage the same way. They're like, you know, that clock's ticking. I need to get a husband. I need to have a family. Oh crap, I'm 32. Let me just marry this like dude who doesn't respect themselves. You know, let's wrap this up in 6 months. Let's have the kids, you know, probably aren't even his, or at least there's a decent likelihood they aren't even his. Let's take his crap and dip on out of there. That's literally a strategy, guys. We're waiting until we're 30 plus years of age to try and secure a husband after we've done all this degenerate crap. And then we wonder why society's falling apart.
So basically I needed to have met my future husband yesterday. Great. That's great. All right, we're not going to plan, so that's what that is.
You've been dating for quite a while, and now you finally found that guy who seems to be the perfect guy.
I'm terrified. Is this another dating coach? I swear, if this is another dating coach.
And you've been on a number of dates, and it's been going really well, and you're interested in him, and it seems like he's interested in you as well. And now you find yourself wanting to stop dating other men, and you want to take your dating profile down.
Is this some sort of like new genre of video that I'm unaware of? Like just straight up disturbing dating over 30 ASMR dating coaches? Is that what this... Number one, why are we whispering? Number two, dating coaches. That's number two in its entirety. Number three, guys, what do you bet that she's about to say that women shouldn't let go of their options? So this woman has just started the video addressing women who have found men that are interested in them, who they can see, you know, it going somewhere. And now she brings up the fact that, hey, some of these women might want to stop seeing a bunch of other men at the same time. What are the odds, guys? I haven't seen this video. What are the odds that this woman encourages women not to stop seeing other... She wants women to continue seeing other men at the same time. What are the odds that she says that? Let's take a listen.
And you want to make yourself available for him so that he knows that you like him and that he knows that you want to be with him. A masculine energy man, the kind of man you say that you want, he won't feel threatened by you dating other men. Quite the opposite.
And there it is, right? Of course, if a man is a real man, it takes a real masculine man to accept women that he's dating multiple other dudes at the same time. Guys, if you are one of the 3.5 women who watch this channel and you want to find your Prince Charming, a very quick way to run away men is to date multiple men at the same time. Because guess what happens? If you're someone who sits there and you're dating multiple men at the same time, any dude who respects himself is going to go, that's disgusting. She has now essentially just delegated herself to fun only. Like this, congratulations. This woman is literally advertising the idea to other women that you should downgrade yourself in men's eyes to fun only. Fantastic advice, madam.
A masculine energy man, he enjoys the chase. And he will see that you are more valuable because you have a lot of other options.
I'm just going to say this. If you're a girl and you have lungs that function, you have a heartbeat, you are going to get options from men. Like that's it. You are not some special individual because dudes are hitting you up. This is not what makes you special as a woman. This is literally just a feature of being a woman. If you are a girl who breathes, you will have options with men. No guy looks at you and goes, wow, what a special woman. You know, look how many men are chasing her. No, nobody cares. It doesn't make you more valuable the more men that are chasing you. But these girls can't seem to get that through their head. They think that they think that it functions the same way for men. I mean, that they function the same as men. In order for a man to be attractive to women, typically he has to put a lot in. You know, a lot of guys are not the most blessed genetically, so this means things like, you know, becoming financially stable, going to the gym, becoming quite physically attractive with your body. Okay, maybe you've got to learn grooming and facial hair and all this crap. Okay, you actually have to build yourself up. Girls are walking around with the idea that, oh, well, multiple men like me, therefore I'm valuable. It literally doesn't mean anything. It actually means completely nothing.
To go exclusive with a man before he even asked you is giving your power away. It will make you feel vulnerable in a way that is perhaps not so good feeling to you. It makes complete sense because we have been taught to not offend a man. When we feel guilty.
What you have been taught and what this woman is teaching here is to go out and to be a 304 and to date multiple men at the same time. Again, guys, I'm just going to say this one more time. If you're one of the 3.5 women who watch this channel and your dating strategy is to date multiple men at the same time, and you're looking for some form of commitment from one of them, you're out of your damn mind. Because what's going to happen is the only men who are going to commit to you are the ones who either you're tricking or the ones who have no self-respect. So good luck with any of those options. Can you guys imagine, right? You're a dude. Let me play a scenario for the women out here, okay? You're a dude, you're out there dating. And this is for the dudes obviously as well. You're a man, you're out there dating, perhaps you're a catch, right? You're quite physically attractive, you're stable, okay? And you're looking for a wife. Why would you wife up the woman who's dating multiple dudes at the same time? I don't understand it. I really do not.
Because we're dating other men and because we're enjoying our life instead of being with him and making ourselves available. It's actually signaling to him that we find ourselves less than. What I want you to do here is continuing dating other men.
What did I tell you guys? I didn't even watch the video, by the way. I'm not kidding when I say that. I didn't watch this video. I watched the first couple of videos that we covered on today's episode. I didn't watch this one. And as soon as she mentioned dating multiple men, I just knew straight away that she was going to advocate for continuing to date multiple men. Craziness, guys.
And continue with your life and allow your feelings of fear, of guilt, of want, everything that you feel, allow it to come up and pour love all over it.
I think I just threw up in my mouth. I have absolutely no idea. I could think it, you know, I could come up with the logical end result of what she actually just said right there, guys, but I don't want to put myself through the anguish because, like, you know, something negative will happen to my brain, I'm sure. My body will have some sort of negative reaction trying to translate that. But yeah, I just threw up in my mouth, to be honest with you.
It's those guilty voices that are actually preventing you from finding the true love that you're looking for. So you want to invite them in and love them. For more feminine energy relationship tips, please go to my bio and download my free ebook and hit the plus button for more.
Yeah, okay, so we're a dating coach who is giving terrible advice to women, and I'm assuming we're also selling courses on such terrible advice. Fantastic stuff. You know, I feel bad, guys. I don't actually know. Who am I kidding? I don't feel bad. But there are a lot of women who are perhaps going to listen to this girl. They're going to follow this girl's advice, and they're going to just continue to ruin their dating lives. And hey, guys, that's what, you know, TikTok dating coaches are all about. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. Guys, don't forget to come and join us for free over on Locals as well for videos that are no longer available on YouTube. If you're interested in supporting the channel, guys, you're welcome to do it over there as well. But of course, you can join for free. The link is going to be in the video description. And as always, guys, make sure that you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.